Hello and welcome to the Budget Timekeeper and welcome to another HMT watch review. So today we have the HMT Tareeq. So this is quite a popular watch among the HMT watches. The Kohinoor, Janta, Pilot, those are popular. And this is one of the only ones with the date window, so Tareeq date. And so I recently got this as well. Once again from the HMT group, Wasim Ahmed. I have bought several watches from him and he had one of these and I got a good deal on this, so I decided to get this one. So typical HMT golden dial, nothing particularly different from the some of the other designs. And normal indices, golden dial, same movement. And I went with this sort of beads of rice style bracelet. Um, Again, nothing particularly fancy, just a normal basic bracelet. Arm pulling is, sorry, not arm pulling, hair pulling on the arm is a big issue. So I tend to wear this a little tighter. But as you can see here, it's an older watch from 2002, I think. I'm not sure exactly what these numbers represent here. There's like a factory code, ASPAC code, and I think the year of manufacture. That's what happens here. The reason I buy from the same seller again is because I know they are an enthusiast. They love watches, HMT watches, and they give me genuine watches. So that's why I'm happy with this. Total, I spent about 1100 for this one. So not a bad deal and another nice one for the collection. Let's quickly go over the dimensions. So with HMT, what I've realized is because they are older watches, they tend to be on the smaller side. And this one is a bit better, I feel. So with the crown, we are getting about 38. So let me just about 38 with the crown, and without it we are getting about, check this properly, this dude here is about 36, just under 35 and a half. Let's do it this way, see if it's a bit better between say 8 and 2. Yeah, so about case width is 36 because it's not like a circular shape, normal shape. So we can say it's about a 35, 36. And the lug to lug here, let's say, is about 41, which is pretty good. I think these are very good proportions and a little on the smaller side, but they fit well. So for comparison, I have the Kohinoor here next to it, and I think this is about the right size. Now there are some models that are a little smaller and they tend to feel a little too small. Like a 33 feels a lot smaller than a 35. So this one here is also sitting at around 38 and a bit, and the case width is 36, so about the same as the Kohinoor. The shape is slightly different with the Kohinoor, and lug to lug is 42 and a bit. So yeah, these two I feel like are the ones that I like the most and I would like to wear the most. This one was a little more expensive, but this is still the favorite of all these watches. By the way, today's wristwatch check, I'm wearing the Casio MTP E120LY, probably my favorite Casio, the most beautiful looking one, with the faceted glass and everything. Casio cocktail time, if you will. So this is very similar to that. Now let's put this Tareeq on the wrist and see how it looks. So like I said, these bracelets, they tend to be not that great if you have a lot of arm hair. This one is better. This one is a little better. This one, on the other hand, you can see here it has a lot of these uh, things to, for your arm hair to get stuck on. So let's just put this here on my wrist. I have a 17 centimeter wrist, about 6.7 inches, just below 6.7. And this is how it looks. I think this is just the right size watch. If you're looking for a vintage watch for a wrist size like this, 6.5 inch wrist, or even a little below, you should be fine. Um, of course, as I've said previously many times, the width of your wrist is more important than the circumference because everybody seems to measure the circumference, but wrist sizes are different, wrist shapes are different. A lot of people have a very flat wrist up here. As you can see, I have a slightly more rounded wrist. So what I do is I say measure this part here, up here, and if you're getting like me 52, 53, stick to under 50 and you'll be fine. It'll look okay. So I tend to go with about 40, 42 max, occasionally slightly bigger if the lug to lug is. So these ones are very comfortable. You can see here, this is a 41, this is a 42 lug to lug. This one here is a little more, the Casio. It's about a 48, but they all look perfectly fine. Also, let's see how a modern watch looks against these HMTs. Quite big. This is a 40 and this is a 36, I think we just measured. So you can see here, big difference. 33 and 36 is a massive difference. So yeah, just a quick video here. I really like the look of this one, the Tareeq. I am really liking it. Now the only downside here is there's no separate thing to change the date. So you have to, change the date multiple times here. There is another trick that I've been told that if you sort of reverse it a little bit to change the time, it's say 9 o'clock and then go back. You can do that, but so far I've only been like 1 or 2 days behind, so I haven't had the need to do that. So yeah, otherwise, a really good watch. And if you are somebody who collects HMTs, I would highly recommend this one. There's also one I've seen in blue color, which looks very, very good. Also, they recently had a quartz version of this one. That also looked surprisingly good. It's probably out of stock right now, but in the future, if I see one, I'll try to get that and compare the quartz and the mechanical. But of course, if you are an enthusiast, you want the mechanical. And yeah, this one is the mechanical version. Also, forgot to mention, this is an excellent alternative to the Tissot PRX. Of course, the Tissot PRX has the integrated bracelet and everything. This one doesn't. But even so, look-wise, yeah, I've shown this to a few people, and the first thing they said was it looks like the PRX. And yeah, I have a Casio in mind as well. There's a new Casio, which is also very similar to the PRX. I'll try to get that as well at some point when I see a discount on it. But at the moment, this is good enough. I don't need a PRX now. This looks exactly like that. They have a 35 millimeter version of the PRX, so this is pretty much the same size. You could consider this the 35 version. Because those watches are kind of expensive. Plus, with the PRX, I found out that they're using plastic parts in the movement inside, which turned me off because they are quite expensive. This one, like I said, I paid 1100 for this. Of course, if you look around the groups and forums, you may not find it as cheap, especially in this good a condition. But even so, you should be able to find one for around 2,500 max comfortably. So yeah, let me know what you think of this one. Is this a design you like? PRX style design. Of course, this is an old watch. PRX is also like a reissue technically from a watch from the 70s. So back in those days, you had a lot of watches that looked like this. So yeah, I've got a few more HMTs. Obviously, I've been collecting. I'm thinking of making a second sort of updated guide video to HMTs because that video is doing well. A lot of you are commenting on that. And also let me know if you want to see a collection video because I have like a 10 or 12 watches now in the HMT brand. And yeah, I still plan to get a few more, but obviously I'm not looking for them as desperately as I was 6 months ago. I'll wait and wait for a nice one to come along. A few models that I would still like to get. There's the Chirag. That is a really nice looking design. There is the Jawahar. I would like that as well. Then I've also seen a Chanakya, which looks pretty good. A Kohinoor with like the cushion case, like a white case. That looks good. But so far, this is still my favorite. This I think is now getting up there with like a close second now. But yeah, just a beautiful looking design, simple, elegant design. Of course, my mother says they all look the same, but I can see the differences. I like them. Also, this bracelet is also really nice. I like this one a lot. So I'll try to find more of this one. for even these, because this one does look nice from the outside, but this is an arm hair puller. You can see there's a bit of there's a hair here as well, got stuck. So I wear it tight to stop it from doing that, but these are a lot more comfortable. Anyway, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll make some more regular videos. I was just a bit busy, family visiting and stuff like that. So hopefully we can have more regular videos. I have another HMT, I have an Uttam that I bought recently that I want to make a video for. There's also a Swatch I got, and one or two other watches that I'm planning to get. But yeah, thank you once again. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments below, and see you in the next one.